Hi everyone, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel Merchant Navy Decoded. Today I've got two special guests all the way from UK from a college called South Shield Marine College. Why this college is most important? Because it's the first maritime college of the whole world, started in 1861. So today I have got Mr. Christopher Gray. He is head of school marine engineering at South Shield Marine College. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Then I have got Mr. Scott Franklin. He is the curriculum manager at South Shield Marine College. Welcome, sir.
Welcome.
So first of all, how was your stay in India? Like it has been quite warm out here in Sindhur, and coming from UK, it must have been quite a shock.
Yeah, quite a shock. It's the first time we've been in India from the UK, so it was quite a long journey, a lot of jet lag, and obviously once we arrived, the temperature difference hit us immediately. Back home, the temperature was -1 degree, and when we landed, I think it was 34 degrees. So, yeah. But other than the temperature, pardon the pun, we've had a very warm welcome to India, and everybody's been very friendly when we've arrived. So it's been excellent.
So a lot of Indian seafarers today opt for UK and they go for their COC exams.
Yes.
So why do Indian seafarers prefer South Shield Marine College over any other college in UK?
So South Shields Marine School has a large history of teaching Indian seafarers, going back to the 1970s, and we're well renowned for having a very high quality system. Yeah. So all of our lecturers are high quality, especially on the senior marine side. We have a wealth of chief engineers that are teaching on the course, and the quality that they get on the course, the support that they get on the course, different levels of support, is second to none. And the word of mouth travels as well. So I think word of mouth is very, very important, especially when Indians or other nationalities are considering traveling overseas to study at college. So I think those support systems are very, very important when you're considering education overseas.
Okay, I'll share a true story. When I was not aware, because all my COCs have been from India, so I was not much aware about South Shield Marine College, apologies, and any other UK college out there. So I called one of my second engineers. He's right now a chief engineer. So I called him up. He had a UK COC. I asked him, like, there are three colleges in UK which are very famous for Indian seafarers COCs.
Yes.
Which one do you prefer? So he immediately said one thing: South Shield Marine College, the oldest with the best results in UK.
Yes.
Why is it so? Why the best results?
The best results because the teaching is of the highest quality. That's all we can say. The teaching environment, the teaching is of the highest quality. We have the highest quality members of staff, those with the most industry experience, the most welcoming, the most go above and beyond outside of lessons. They're always available. You know, currently we have Microsoft Teams for all of our courses, of course, now. So they're accessible at all hours of the day, and they're to provide support, especially in the run-up to exams, which is important for exam results. Yeah, so we're just very readily accessible, and the support networks are second to none.
Okay, great. Scott, you are very, very famous among all the Indian seafarers. I have talked with 2 to 3 guys who have flown to UK and they've come back and said that you know a lot of magics and you take care of the workshop part. So as of now, when I talk about Indian seafarers, especially the rating people who go, I know communication skills is a barrier, especially with the accent part. Do you face such an issue, or you feel no, that's not an issue?
No, it's definitely not an issue. When the students arrive in the UK, I'll personally go meet them on the first day straight away. I'll meet them, introduce myself, I'll take them around, introduce the team. Some of the students, if there's ever an Indian student who struggles and has a little bit of a language barrier, there's never a full language barrier, but if there's ever a little language barrier, we collaborate, we all make one team, and we help each other out. So if one of the students is really, really struggling, I'll speak to a member of staff, and a member of staff will speak to one of the students, I'll speak to one of the students, and we'll get that barrier and put them at rest. There's never, ever a language barrier. In fact, the communication is very, very strong at all times between all students, and they know exactly what we want from them, and we know exactly what we want from them as well. So it's always very, very clear from day one, and we're always there fully to support them. The team are very, very passionate about making sure that the students get the best welcome, the best stay, the best education, and they leave with the best results.
Great, thank you very much. Scott, another question to you, and that is about Indians when they come to UK. How are their work ethics? What do you feel that they are really good at, or where they can do better? Any inputs?
When you say what I feel they're really good at, in all honesty, they're really good at everything.
Yeah.
And that's because the skills and the training what they received prior to coming to the UK. So they already received some fantastic education, some fantastic training. So when they come to us, they actually bring their skills. And what we like to do is we like to test them on the skills what they've already achieved, and then we like to advance them a little bit further as well. So as far as the work ethics from them, it's absolutely brilliant. We can ask them to do one thing, they'll turn up early, they're there, they will complete it as quick as possible at a very, very high level, and then they always want to excel and advance their knowledge and skills for lifelong learning as best they can. If they were to ask us what are we doing tomorrow, so it was a mistake for us to tell them what they're doing tomorrow, because if we tell them what they're doing tomorrow, they'll have already done it before they arrive.
Oh, they do that.
And therefore tomorrow, we already have to make new plans. so very, 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 very good.
Very good. And I'm to be very honest, I feel proud when I hear that Indian seafarers, when they're going there, they're going with such strong ethics, such strong work ethics. I really am thankful. Okay, my next question is to Christopher Gray, and this is, what are all the courses that South Shield Marine College is providing to the seafarers right now?
So South Shields Marine School provides basically every level of course for seafarers, both on engine and the deck side. So for example, we offer engineering officer of the watch as well as officer of the watch on the engine side. We have 1+1 programs, which are HND programs, and obviously we also offer what was Class 1 and Class 2 previously, now management level programs. We offer them now since the change back in 2017 to the management level.
Okay, that's great to know.
Yeah.
Christopher, my next question to you is, like, a lot of Indians are coming to UK, especially the rating background for these exams.
Yes.
Are there other countries coming as well to UK for the exams? If yes, what all countries?
Yeah.
Name a few.
Yeah, I mean India's the largest portion, so thumbs up there. And we also have Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, as well as many other international students come through South Shields Marine School. Those we do seem to have a very special relationship with Indian students.
That's great. That's great. Thank you very much. My last question is going to be about this collaboration model that we are having, that South Shield is having with SME today.
Yes.
So how does this collaboration model work?
So basically, I mentioned briefly before, we had an old Class 1 and a Class 2 level. So if somebody became an engineering officer of the watch, for example, they would go away to sea for 18 months, and then they would come back to South Shields Marine School, and they'd sit 6 academic subjects and 2 EK subjects, so for example, motor and general. They then have to go away to sea for a further 18 months, and then they come back and do the Class 1 or the Chiefs, where they do a further 4 academic subjects, and then again 2 EK subjects. Both of those stages would require an oral exam as well. So that system now has been completely overhauled since 2017, and we now have what is called the management level for the MCA for UK COC. So the management level basically now only consists of 6 academic subjects, and 2 EK subjects. So once qualified, they go away to sea 18 months. They could choose to do it then, or they could keep on sailing, and they would do their 6 academic subjects followed by the 2 EK subjects, and then do the oral examination. After they've got the management level, there'd be no requirement to do like what was the old Class 1 level. So all they would require after that would be a further 18 months of sailing, followed by a final oral examination. So it makes it easier in terms of travel to the UK, and we also offer various distance learning packages to the Indian students, as well as remote learning as well on some of our EK and academic classes. So people can choose the DLP program, completely study at their own leisure, complete the assessments, come to the UK and sit the assessments. That's no problem. If that doesn't suit somebody, they can come face to face, spend 3 months at a time to do academics, 3 months again academics, and then UK. So total 9 months. Or another option they have as well at the moment is they can sit in remotely. So all of the lessons that we deliver at South Shields Marine School, we're also broadcasting this simultaneously so that students can log in remotely from India. So they have that option as well. So we have many different types of options for Indian seafarers at South Shields.
Great. Thank you, Christopher, for sharing your information. Lastly, this interview cannot be over without Scott telling us what is this magic all about. I have to know. What is? Are you really a magician or you're just? What is it?
You have to come to South Shields Marine
There's
School.
always secrets to magic. There's always secrets to magic. This is real magic. And to learn the magic, unfortunately, you have to come to South Shields Marine School and you'll be taught magic.
Okay, great.
You will leave feeling magical.
Okay, great. With this, all I can say is thank you very much. It was really nice talking to Christopher
Thank you.
Gray and Scott Franklin.